So, it's Saturday, December 21st. There's my house. I'm at a boat landing. The holidays are really hard on me because the way I was raised, holidays are for family. They're not just some weekend that you get off and get to go play and everything's happy. They are days that you should be spending with people that you love. That's what the holidays are all about. Starting with Halloween, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas, which is where we're at now. And New Year's, maybe with somebody that you love. A New Year's Day kiss at midnight. Homeless guy has a girlfriend, kind of. But we're taking it really, really slow. And I guess, according to the people that I talk to, they say that's kind of normal for women that want to be out in public for the first few dates because they're scared. But, God damn it, I'm scared too. I don't know what to expect. Hold on. Meow! Going for a walk, Mr. Mittens. Come on, buddy. Calling my kitty. Because we're going on a long walk today because I don't have anything else to do. My clothes are clean. I'm clean. And I've got enough firewood for ever. Oh yeah, speaking of that. Now that it's daylight, let me show you where I hid my firewood. Rained a little bit last night. I'm kind of worried about the laminate, the particle board and all that, but there's my stack of wood. I tried to cover it with a piece of plastic to keep most of it dry, but the ends of it is going to get damp. But that's a sizable amount of wood for a homeless guy. And this, that's going to burn just like a log. All this is scrap from the plant. I stole nothing. I had permission to get all of this and more. They asked me, how come you didn't get more? Well, because I don't have a way to haul it. A homeless guy doesn't have pickup or a storage shed out here in the woods. This is the best I can do. And actually, this is pretty great. This is going to be plenty enough for the weekend and more. And I can always get more. Hi, I'm Homeless Guy. Happy Saturday. Tell you what, a Saturday is better than a Friday. And the sun's out. It's 45 degrees presently. And I have all of this. To look forward to. All I'm missing is my kitty, and we're going to go for a long walk today. The long walk starts right now, but I'm missing my kitty. I'm going to go farther than I've ever gone on this trail today. Mr. Minton! Kee, 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 kee! Meow! Come on, buddy! We're walking! Once I get him started on a walk, he'll do fine. But if he's lost already, and he's the other way, chasing birds, he'll totally ignore me. But there's birds on this trail too. Come on, buddy. We've walked this trail many times. This is the trail you've seen me on several times, collecting wood. And but this is me and Mr. Minton's trail. We can walk this in a circle, it's about a quarter mile, and it ends up back where we started. But there is a spot up here where it turns into like briars and things along the edges, which you'll see, and places where deer bed down at night or at day. I don't know how deer work. But I'm going even farther than that. But right now, have to make sure my Mittens is on board. So I'm going to cut this and get back to you later. This is Homeless Guy on a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Smiley. So I had to stop and transfer my memory from my phone to my card that's in the phone, which took me forever. I sat on the ground, and now my ass is wet, and looking for my kidney, but my kitty should be here quick. Meow! And we're walking through this trail. Do you see how? There he is. Look. Look! There's the Mitten. It gets pretty closed in here with briars. It's blackberries. Whatever. I don't know. You call them briars if you want. We're going this way, Mitten. Look at the horizon. See all those clouds? It's supposed to have been snowing, actually, but okay, here we come. This is about 30 yards away from deer country. That's where we came from. And this is where we're going. There's not going to be no deer here, but there may be sign. You know, because they know I'm coming. They smell me. They hear me. Because it's not like I'm sneaking up on them making a video, you know. But there's pull-offs right here. We could be quiet and see what happens. But the best I can do is show you some sign of deer. Some deer tracks, maybe some deer poop. But, you know, if you're hunting for deer, you can't eat their tracks. Where are we going, Milton? Come on, buddy. See, this is a beautiful trail. You can sneak right up on them. Okay, I gotta go faster than the Mittens is. If I wanted to know what way the wind is going, I can watch the clouds, or I can light a cigarette. and see what way the smoke is going. Because there's clear sky way over there, but there's clear sky here. Looks like the clouds are coming from the north, which means it's going to get clouded up here in a little while, and then it'll clear up again really nice in a couple hours. They called for snow, actually. But, yeah, it's not going to snow at 45 degrees. So, I don't think it's going to happen. See this wonderful area right here? The beer had been deading down right there. You can see where 2 or 3 of them have been. You can find some poop along the ground if you look close enough. Back in the woods, you can see where they've been rubbing their horns a little bit. I've been here before. There are some tracks. See that? I hope you got it on video. There's tracks everywhere here. But you can't eat tracks. And, so, yeah, I've been here before, but I'm going farther. I'm going farther than I've ever been before on this trail. And my Mr. Mittens is going to come with me. There he goes. Yeah, I've been here before, too. That trail will lead you to the farmland, which you can't go on. So I'm thinking about going on this one. I've been on this, too. Go. Come on. Let's go. I just haven't been real far down here because it kind of dead ends. I was kind of hoping for a boat landing or something down here. But there is a big rock bank, but now that the river's up higher, that might not be here anymore. And, but anyways, all we're doing today is walking. I might go 2 miles down this trail. Have nothing to do. My girlfriend is having a weekend by herself or with other people. I don't know. She's calling it a gaming weekend. I don't know what that is. She goes to church, so I'm sure it's not gambling. I don't know what it is. But she says she will not have internet and she will not have text. So I'm all by myself this weekend, which sucks because it's like a holiday weekend and I have nobody. Poor homeless guy, right? That's my life. I can't stand this. I hate being alone. I am not autonomous at all. I've told her that at the bank. She says, "Oh, I'm good being alone. I'm single, but I'm good being alone." I said, "I'm not." And then we started seeing each other a little bit. The fact is, these holiday seasons hit me really hard. And, God, I wish I could hear from her. But I guess she's going to be out of touch all weekend, which sucks. Because, there's a good hanging branch right there. It's hanging. Or I could drive my van into the creek and float down a Willamette. It would be waterproof for about 15 minutes. but I hate to feel myself dying. That's why I want to shoot myself in the head, because then it's over. It's just over. I'm depressed too, just like a million other Americans. Depressed, homeless, no way out. But I have a light at the end of the tunnel. I have money in the bank. I'm doing this for a reason. The reason is to save money so I can get a place. Because my ex-girlfriend screwed me over, spent all my money, and left me with nothing but a job. I have a job, and I have almost $1,000 backed up. I'm going to need another 2 weeks to get enough to get a place. There are places available. I've lived through the deep freeze. I live in my minivan. I live with a kitty. I have a storage I have to pay every month. But I'm making it. And in 2 weeks, this whole process will be over. This video series is going to end when I get a place. The move in will be the last of the series. And but right now I'm cold and I'm homeless, living in a minivan. So let's continue this journey. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take up this much time on my pity party, but that's what I'm doing. This is who I am. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not. I don't have a record. The police have checked me out. They said it's okay for me to stay down here, and everything. The fact that I hate my life is just me. It's just me, and I can't change that. I've hated my life ever since my parents died in '73. I actually committed myself to death by drinking when I turned 21, and my parents died when I was 8. And I see them every year at the cemetery. They have a nice little spot under a tree. They don't get out much. But every year on October 6th, I get to go visit. And I lay on their headstone and I look up and I see what they can see from where they are. And they have a beautiful spot, but they don't get out much. So I think they appreciate me visiting them. And of course, I know that they're not there. They're everywhere. They're all around me. They're a spirit now. But I'm sad. It's the holidays, and holidays are for families, and I can't stop thinking of them. Thank you for Mount Vernon Butterfly. They're buried at Mount Vernon, and there's a special tribute to them up there. Okay, now we're going back to our walk. Mittens is getting ahead of us. Are you ready? Okay, he's right there. Mitten! There he is. There he is. Sneak up on the mittens. Look at how beautiful that kitty is. Very stripy. Very stripy. That's a big kitty. He's 15 months and 1 day old. His birthday is on September 20th. Okay, I think he got us off track a little bit here. I'm going to take this other trail. Come on, Mitten. Crap, there isn't no other trail. Well, we'll keep going on this one then. Oh, look, he's hunting birds. Come on, man. Where's the trail at? You call that a trail? I have a backpack full of survivor gear, and he's leading me on this trail that's only a half mile away from where I live. And it starts to make me think maybe I'm going to need this survivor gear. Oh, wow, look. That might be elk tracks. I'm now wondering how much memory a 4 gigabyte memory card can hold. Because if I'm going to record my whole day, look at the birdie. Wow. See the bird? I wonder if 4 gigabytes is one day. Or if it's a half a day. Anyway, who cares? You know what I gotta do is I'm walking down this trail. You see this trail, it's pretty good. The Mittens found the way through the briars. And this ain't too bad. But I'm gonna have to stop. Oh, look, Hawaii. I need to stop and use some facilities. Now, what I'm not going to do is show you me drinking my own pee. Because that's a controversy over that. Some people say, yeah, go ahead and do that if you're dying for it, for thirst. Some people say, oh, that's it's just putting toxins back in your body. But anyway, that's irrelevant. All I need to do is pee. And all I need to do is pick a tree. Because I'm way out here now. I'm like 3/4 of a mile from the van. My kitty's behind me. He'll catch up. But regardless, you guys don't want to see me pee. So I'll get back to you. This is Homeless Guy on a great weekend. It's a happy Saturday. I'll get back to you. Smiley. So, I walked out on a log to see if I could get across the stream right there, because there's an island in the middle full of rocks. And all I could see downstream was a bunch of logs, like a log jam, but it didn't go all the way across. But I was out there on that log, and my Mr. Mittens, he's walking down the log. So obviously there's a way to the log from downstream. That does not mean there's a way across to the island, however. So I'm going to keep on this trail because all we're doing is hiking today. Wow, look how flat this is. Look how flat that log is. It's like split perfectly in half. I wonder where the other half is. Anyway, walk over it. Gotta show the kitty going up. That's my Mr. Mittens. We're getting pretty close to the private property line, and we don't want to cross that, because what we want to do as homeless people is be law-abiding citizens. And crossing the homeless line would mean going on private property and not worrying about it. But we're not going to cross that line because we won't cross the homeless line. It's private property and it's not private property. So we don't want to get in trouble, and we're going to do everything that we can to stay out of trouble. Now, the cops have run my record. I've talked to the cops multiple times during this journey, and they've run my record, and if they wanted to haul me in, they would have. I've got insurance, I have a license. I just happen to be, unfortunately, homeless right now. But if you go breaking the rules out there in the private property area, you can go to jail and get 3 hots and a cot. But not my idea of freedom. Been there. Fucking bricks everywhere, 10 by 10. And hating it. Trying to hang myself from the fucking fire hydrant things. I'm not going to do that again. I need to stay out of jail. I need to continue recovering. And I need to get a place. And I'm on that track. But I can't do it if I'm in jail from trespassing on private property. This is a greenway. And I think it probably goes for 100 miles. There's probably half an acre to the river, and there's a trail that runs all the way. That's my mitten. We're taking a break. But anyway, I don't know what trail to go on. It's not that one. But I think it goes that way. So I'm just resting my butt on a log that's wet. And the mittens is here with me. And we're going farther than we've ever gone before. I'll get back to you. This is Homeless Guy. Smiling. Loving today. But Mittens, he's been all the way up there. He's right there. That's easy for him. So we're following this trail that Mittens picked. It'll get us there. Ah, see, look at that. He wants to climb up a tree. Do you see that? I wish I was a cat crossed with a squirrel. Come on, Mitten. Show your face. He's just being cute. But anyways, he keeps running off the trail. Oh, look at that! A beach. I've never been here before. This is as far as I've ever been on this trail, and now I'm going to go walk on the rocks. I'm looking for a path. Look at that beach. Can you see that across the river there? Being how there's the river so high, maybe I can't get there. But, very interesting. Yep, not going to be able to get there. The river's flowing too high. Unless I can find a walking log. Oh, he cries. So, we're going to go farther down the trail. We have nothing else to do today. Except for walk. And what I need you to do, I need you to, yeah, it's kind of cold out here. I need you to hang on until the next segment. And then I'll get back to you. This is a homeless guy living in a minivan. Probably about a mile away from the minivan right now. On a trail he's never been on. My life's not in danger. It never is. Unless it's -4 degrees outside, I guess. When I got my fingers burned from frostbite. But right now I'm going to look for a trail that gets me over to the rocks. This is homeless guy. I'll be back to you. I'm smiling. Smiley. So there's my Mr. Mittens. I got him. Now we're going for a walk. Now, me and you and him are walking. Just a few minutes ago, a farmer friend of mine, I know him only by, I'm homeless down here at the end of the road, and he walks his dog down here all the time. But during the deep freeze last week or the week before, he actually brought me down some firewood and the care package, which included coffee and stuff, hot chocolate. And I was able to tell him today that, you know what? I got paid. I've got almost $1,000 in the bank. I'm probably out here for 2 more weeks, and you know, then he won't have to see my van every day when he walks his dog. And he told me that I've been a positive influence down here because there's been less parties, less bonfires, less wreckage, less garbage since I've been down here. And I shook his hand and I said, "Thank you, sir." But I said, I'm not going to stay down here just to please you. In a couple more weeks, I'm looking to get out of here and get into a place of my own. You know, because I'm not doing this for fun. This is a homeless guy in a minivan. And, yeah, I love this part of the life. But the cold nights, the sleeping in a van and not in a bed, no toilet, not really the ideal life. But so I told him, sorry, but I'm not going to stay just for you. Nah, it was a joke, and I shook his hand, and I'm sure he'll be glad that, you know, he's got the place to himself again. But he's really cool that he knows the police have been down here to check on me. He knows the police have run my record. He knows I'm not a criminal. And they like me. They just like me. And, but, you know, I'm not going to stay down here just for them. And I'm sure they don't want me to. But he said something really cool today. It was, since I've been down here, everything has been very calm. Because there's been less parties, less people tearing everything up. It's been cleaner. Because I'm cleaning this place up, too. That's my job. But, it was really great. It was great talking with him today, him and his wife. and his dog Cody. And, well, that's that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Right now, I'm taking Mr. Mittens for a walk. I got nothing else to do today. Nothing. So I'm going far into the woods. Far. And, we're going backwards around the loop today, the quarter-mile loop that we always take. And when I hit the main trail, I'm heading out into deer country. You'll like it. I'm going to record a lot of video. I'm happy today. Except I'm not happy. The holidays suck. I hate the holidays. From Halloween to New Year's. Lucky that I'm not hanging in a tree somewhere. There's actually a reason that I don't own a gun. I grew up hunting. I had my first gun when I was 4. It was a Daisy BB gun. But if I had a gun a year ago, 2 years ago, I wouldn't be here right now. I'm smart enough to say that, Jim, you are not responsible enough to have a gun. So I don't. The holidays are the hardest. That tree would be saved if I didn't need it. If I had a gun, I would just be laying out here somewhere. But that's just my depression on the holidays. And that's not today. I'm not depressed today. I have a potential wonderful girlfriend and a beautiful kitty. And so I'm going to go with that. Right now, let's go on a walk, okay? Screw all that. I'm sorry I brought that up. But that's homeless guy life. That's what's in my brain. And that's what's in my phone. I want you to know who I am. So anyway, the kitty's leading the way. Let's go see what he's doing. What him doing? See you, kitty. Let's go. He's so cute. There he goes. He knows how to go. Find the main trail, buddy. No, I don't think it's that way. Oh, no matter where you go in the woods, no matter where you go in the woods in the world, there's always remains of human existence there. And here's it. There's part of it right there. No matter where you go, there's always trash. Pisses me off. It's my job to pick that stuff up, but I'm not doing it right now. Right now what I'm doing is walking, looking at nature. I'm watching green stuff grow on green stuff. Look at these 2 trees right here in front of me. That's Oregon, man. Get yourself a couple alders right there. Isn't that beautiful? This is what I wake up to every morning. So, Mr. Mittens is off probably hunting birds or something right now. I'm at a crossroads, and all we're doing is looking for the main trail, which isn't hard to find. You can wander yourself through the briars if you want. You always hit the main trail. And there he goes. So, there's the main trail. And, you know, I might walk a mile through here. But one thing I do know is that I'm going into deer country. And I'm going farther than I've ever gone before on this trail because I have nothing else to do today. I've got my backpack on. Inside my backpack is a magnesium flint stick, a compass, what little gold that I found in my life, and a clean pair of socks. Pretty much everything I need to survive if I get stuck out here. But I'm not going to get stuck out here. There's a boat ramp right there. I just came from a boat ramp. If I was bleeding to death, I could get back to my van from here. I mean, I'm not going that far. I'm not like 30 miles away from everything. I'm just out here by the river. But I have contemplated making a Survivor Man style video just out in a little acre of woods, and but never showing the road or the cars or whatever. But that'd be cheating. And now I'm in the situation where I'm actually making a video documentary of my life living in the woods. And it's okay that there's people right there. And it's okay that there's a trail. And it's okay that there's thousands of acres of farmland all around. I'm on a greenway by the river where they can't have private property, and there's a trail that probably goes all the way to Eugene from here. I don't know. So me and Mr. Mittens are walking. What we're not going to do is there's private property and fields over there. We're not going to go there. We're going to stay on this trail. It may get narrow. We're not sure. But what we're not going to do is trespass. And I don't know how much memory this phone has before I have to transfer it to my memory card. My memory card can store like a whole lifetime's worth of memory on it, but my phone only has 100,000 K, whatever that is. And that might be like kilominutes or something. I don't know. Come on, Mr. Mittens, where are we going? See him? He's so cute. Mitten! Meow! Look. Look at the camera. Look. There he is. That's my Mr. Mittens, my buddy. 100 degrees plus. Cuddles up with me at night. Every night. Keeps me warm, even if it's -4 degrees outside. Me and my kitten in my Wenzel sleeping bag. Yeah, we do okay. What a beautiful day. I think Mr. Mittens picked the wrong trail. It looks like a good trail from there. It don't look too good from here. But I guess we'll see where it goes. See, we went backwards today. And, which makes me kind of lost. I know there's a slough over there. Ice is not thick enough to walk on. It's funny how there's still ice on the water when it's 45 degrees outside. That tells you how cold it got when it was freezing. Below zero. Below freezing temperatures a week ago. There was 3 inches of ice, at least, on the water. It's still not all thawed out. That was cold, and this guy lived through it. I guess you could say I'm stronger because of it. Wasn't real happy going through it. Kind of broke my spirit, actually. But, I guess I'm stronger going through it. It's 45 degrees today. I could walk around out here in a t-shirt. But I chose not to. Feels a little nipply. So we found a trail. You can see there's farmland over there. Private property. But Mr. Mittens has picked the trail. It runs off over that way. So I think we'll follow him. What him's doing? What him's doing, Mr. Mitten? Pick the way to go. He's slow. We might be 200 yards into this trail. I want to go a mile. But he has to stop and look for birds and sit on every log, you know. So I think I'll go ahead of him. He's a great follower. He's very autonomous. But he's not a great leader. So I'll just go on ahead and call him later, and he'll come up. Here's a beautiful spot. There he goes. See him? I reckon that when the river's high, it runs through this little ditch right here. Here comes some briars. This is where the adventure actually starts. I've been this far before, and so has Mr. Mittens. But he gets lost in here because he chases birds through the. So here I am at a crossroads. Mittens want to chase birds down there, but this trail looks better. It's kind of a Y, and there's some garbage right there. Because homeless guy took a leak because he had to. But being that he's homeless and not eating very well, he has to, like, ass check once in a while, make sure he's not leaking. Because he had an operation when he was 18, and ass doesn't work quite right no more. It kind of leaks sometimes. TMI, dude. But anyways, I'm trying to pick a trail to go on. Mr. Mittens decided he didn't like that trail, so I guess we'll go on this one. Oh, yeah. And as far as leaving trash out in the woods, that little piece of napkin, it'll be gone in a week because it degrades. And it's not like a tin can or styrofoam. Wow, this is kind of hairy. See all these briars I gotta go through? It's a pretty nice trail, though. I guess the deer walk it. Wow, it's pokey. Damn it. What did I do, Mr. Mittens? Run into a dead end? What I think I'm gonna do? Well, maybe we'll keep following this. But I think that's gonna lead up to the private property. So I think we're going back. We're going back because I will not walk on private property. The police have let me down here as long as I don't break any laws and as long as I don't junk the place up. So I'm going back the way it came to the Y. And what I'm going to do is walk along the river. This doesn't look much better, but it keeps me off the private property. Look at that sky. Look at the sun on top of those trees. Happy Saturday morning. Oh, the kitty's crying for me, so now I have to cry for him. Here, listen to this. Meow! And then he comes to me. He gets lost, he cries, and then I cry, and he comes to me. He's a good kitty. The best kitty ever. There he goes. He found me that quick, see? And now the trail opens up a bit. Wow, look at all this wood. Kind of cracky, but way too far from the campsite to collect. There's something leaning up against the tree right there. There's something standing on the ground right there. That's called my mitten. Mitten's kitten. There's a bunch of wood here. Wow, look at all of this. All of this is wood. But way too far from the campsite to be able to collect it. Because remember, you do not want to expend more energy, more calories than you're going to get out of it. And this is 3/4 of a mile away from a campsite. It's going to be hard for me to collect it, bring it to the campsite. I'm sure there's something closer. So I'm going to leave all this. This is just a beautiful forest. Do you want to see this tree? This tree is awesome. Look at this. This is beautiful, man. A double trunk. Looks like kind of burned in the middle for some reason. Yeah, I love nature. This stuff, there's nothing better. There's wood all over the floor here. There's a letterboxing log. Look at this. That's a maple or an alder. Don't know which, because sometimes I get them confused. But there's no pine in this forest. There's just maple and alder. And nothing has leaves on it right now. You can look at the leaves, though. When I look at this leaf, I say, okay, it's an alder. Obviously, because it's not a maple leaf. So, this is alder forest around here. All of this stuff hanging in the branches. There's not an oak leaf in sight. There's no pine needles. That's a maple. Wow. See, it's a maple and alder forest. But without looking at the leaves, right now, this time of year, there's no way you can tell. So I pick a leaf. So, look at that, Mr. Mittens. He's 20 feet in the air on a little fucking stick. For no reason except for just to play. I sat down for a long time. I was contemplating holidays and not being very happy and not being able to talk to my girlfriend because she's on this weekend thing. But he's up there now about 15 feet in the air. Can you see him? So I'm going to go on a walk and he'll follow me. We've never been this far before. What I'm trying to do is get over to that island. But I don't really have any high hopes of actually that happening. I'm just going to follow the trail. You know, there's all kinds of firewood here. But it's 3/4 of a mile from where we started. And I'm not packing it. I can find it quicker and easier right there by home. But isn't that something? See my mittens? Mr. Mittens crawling on trees. He's going to fall. Do you see him? What are you doing, Mr. Mitten? I cannot believe he's so far up in the tree. Well, he'll be okay. I'm going to continue following the trail as if there is a trail, because that's all I'm doing today. I pretty much hate my life. Homeless guy life sucks. This turns into a rabbit trail, not really a human trail or a deer trail. But it keeps going. Like I said, if I get stuck out here, I have provisions in my backpack that I can make fire with, and dry socks. And I'm not really worried. I have a knife on my side. I can defend myself. I can create food source if I need to. But it's not ideal. I'd rather have a stove and, some mac and cheese or something. But if I have to catch snowshoe hare or rat, if I have to eat half the bird that the Mittens catches, I can survive. It's just that I'd rather have a refrigerator and a stove and a bed. But the homeless guy don't have all those options. Many homeless guys don't have all those options. You know what? Many homeless guys have to sleep on a sidewalk or under a bridge. I have it much better than them, but I do want to say that when you see them standing on a street corner asking for pennies, shake their hand. Give them pennies. Shake their hand. Give them pennies. Give them $1. Some of those guys are vets. They provided us with our future. They provided us with our nature. And they put their lives at risk for our homeland. Homeless vet, give him $1. It don't count. They shake his hand and say, "Thank you for his service, sir." Man, sometimes that's all we can do. And you know what? That handshake makes more than the pennies you give him. Love the servicemen standing on the corners. It's not our fault they're homeless. It's the nation's fault. Our nation should take care of the homeless veterans. They should never be homeless. They served our country. They should never be homeless. The United States of America should take care of our veterans, period. And I'm sorry about that, saying all that, but that's the truth. You served our country. There's no reason that you should be homeless and asking for pennies. Our nation should take care of them, period. Now the Mittens is calling for me, meow, and wants to go for a walk. So now I'm back on it. But that was my clip for the day. Here we go. On a walk. See, he picked a bad trail. But it is a trail. No! I wonder how far this goes. I see some deer sign right there. Oh, wow, look at that. There's a big buck. See that? Yeah, we're tracking deer now. It's a big buck. He's probably after the does. Now, there's 2 trails to go here. And I'm not sure which one to take. But I think I'll go right. I'm not sure this is correct, but it'll meet back up anyway. Wow, it's getting really brushy. Mitten's walking on a log. I think this is probably going to go up to the private property. I should have taken the other one. Besides, I'm getting all tangled up. I'm going back. Come on, man. So, you know, it's the holiday season, and I'm doing the best I can, but from like Halloween to New Year's, my life pretty much sucks, and I get kind of tipped over lots of times, and I'm supposed to be on a recovery thing, but these days, when I have no one, and I have nothing, and I'm living in my van, it's, my life sucks. Homeless guy's life sucks. Hear him calling for me. I have to call him back. Meow! Meow! He's calling for me, so I call him back, and we meet up. The only thing I have in my life is my kitty in my van. And my storage shed, which cost me $100 a month. That sucks. Because I'm trying to save money for a place. But, that just puts me another 2 weeks behind. I'm really tired of this. I'm really tired of being lonely. I'm really tired of sleeping by myself. I'm really tired of it. On the holidays, it hits me hard. On Thanksgiving Day weekend, 4 days off, I got so tipped over I almost killed myself. Yeah, that's homeless guy life. I almost killed myself. Christmas is right around the corner. And I don't want to repeat. But it's a holiday. And it's a family time. And I have no family. And homeless guy is really sad. Really sad. Actually needs some intervention. But who's going to help a homeless guy if he don't ask? And I don't ask because I'm trying to be a man. You know, I just recently acquired a girlfriend. I guess you can call her a girlfriend because we've had 3 dates. but we're going really slow. And we're not having sex. We're not even really hugging yet because we need to make sure this is right. But we're friends, and I don't know where that's going to take me over the holidays, but my aspects of what the holidays are going to bring is that they're going to suck and I'm going to be alone. She'll be doing something else, and we're not really family, so it's not really going to count. Homeless guy has some morals, and family is family. My parents are dead. My brother's in Oak Ridge. Everybody ever knew left me or died. And so the holidays are really hard. I pray for Joyce Blessy every day. I don't pray for myself. I'm okay. But I could be better. I could have a warm place to sleep. I could have a warm body to sleep next to, a beautiful warm body like Joyce Blessy. But she's not ready for that yet. And what I hear is that, women, they don't really like to be privately consumed. They want to be in public a lot for their first few dates. And that's my girl's problem. I thought she was weird, but actually she's saying, I don't want to be anywhere that's not a public place. So we go like McDonald's or somewhere like that. And I hear that's normal. I haven't dated for years, decades actually, because I'm old. But I hear that's normal for women to not want to be in private places. So I think she's okay. Actually, I think she's better than okay. I think she's perfect and pretty, and I don't want to screw that up. So she's gonna have to call me. I'm not gonna call her because I don't want to be pushy, right? Anyways, we're walking this trail. Thank you for that dialogue time. This is Jim, homeless guy. I'll get back to you. Now we're walking this trail. There's a kitten. Look at him. Look at him. Wow. I think Marshall Island is across the road, and I think what's the name of that boat? Oh, Morgan's Landing or something is right across the creek. But I don't think we can get across this creek. But I think we can walk down this trail. Waiting for a kitten. Well, he's not coming. So, damn it. I love life. I love everything that life has to offer me. But I hate what life has given me. It makes me feel like I have screwed up in a previous life, actually. Like karma sucks because I did everything good for everybody this life. I pulled over, giving them a jump. I pulled over and changed their flat tire for them. Everything that I could do in this life, I've done. I've paid all my ex-girlfriend's bills. I've done everything that I could do, and I am still put in this position of being a homeless guy and living in my minivan in sub-zero temperature sometimes, and don't know what I did to deserve this. I'm licensed, I'm insured, I'm working. I made plenty of money to pay all the bills, but yet she let him get behind. I got evicted from my place in Eugene, and I spent a lot of money to get everything caught up, and yet I'm still the homeless guy. I built a little platform in my van, and you know what? It's warm, it serves a purpose, because I got good whistles. Okay. This is a dead end. Unless you're a kitty. So, I mean, where to go from here? I don't think I'm getting over to that island. Besides the fact that there's rushing water between me and it. So that means there's no real way of getting there. Unless there's a log to cross. But this trail, it panned out pretty good till now. And now it's a kitty trail. He can crawl on the logs. So, I don't think I'm going to cross this, and I am not going to wade it. It's like 1/8 of the river goes around that rock bed right there. It might get 2 or 3 feet deep, but the current is kind of rough. And I'm not going to wade it. I was hoping for a log to cross. You know what I might do? Is fish it, though. Even though it's not fishing season. Homeless guy needs to eat. You know how long it's been since I had a fish? Or a crawdad. I'm walking down here to see if I think there's a way to cross downstream. So this is treacherous. Don't ever try this at home. This is homeless guy video fodder. There's a little trail, probably the nutria or the deer take. The deer can cross this easy. They cross that big river, no problems. But homeless guy, I'm not going to take that chance. I'm just walking down here, and so is my kitten, to see if farther down the stream there's a way I can cross, like a log that falled over the river. Because I'll walk on a log. But I'm not going to walk in the river. And if I fall on here, that'll just make great video. Oh shit, this is really slippery. Okay. Now I'm down at river level. There's a great log, but if it was across the creek, I'd walk on it, no problem. But I really can't see beyond the log jam right there if I can cross or not. My kitty, he's way up there. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Should I take my clothes off and walk across? Or what should I do? I think I'm going to walk it. across these logs and get on that log and see what I can see. That would be the best thing to do. Now, I'll get back to you when I get there. This is homeless guy on nothing to do on a Saturday. I'll get back to you. Okay, this homeless guy here. God, I'm sorry to say this, but I hate my life. I hate my life. I just fell asleep in the brush. My mitten was sleeping on top of me, on my chest, saying, "Please, Dad, don't do. Please, Dad, don't die." And that's all I want. I just want to die. Good morning, homeless guy here. I took Mr. Mittens for a walk yesterday down this trail quite a ways, and he didn't make it back with me. Very upsetting. And so I have to go backtrack and find him. It's usually not an issue. We call each other, meow, like that, and we meet each other in the middle somewhere. But today, he's so far out here, and he's been gone all night. I don't know where he's at. So the best thing that could happen today is that we find each other. And I'm really working at that. No! But I don't know how far I gotta walk, because if he traveled during the night, seems like a kitty could find his way. But if he went the wrong way, he could be miles away from here right now. So all I can do is backtrack and call and wait for his call, and then we'll meet in the middle somewhere. But I hope he didn't get in the river. It's right over there. So that's what I'm doing today. I went to town, got my breakfast, and biscuits and gravy. And Mr. Mittens likes biscuits and gravy. When I'm done with it, I leave him a little bit. And it's outside the van right now, in case he happens to be closer than I am, and he comes home. But meow! I don't hear nothing. It's really upsetting. He's the most important person I have in my life right now, besides my lady friend that seems to be backing down, and I don't know what that's all about. I just told her to take it slow. You know, we're not in no hurry. We got the rest of our lives. But she just is going through a divorce, or went through a divorce, and she's only 10 months out of a 25-year relationship, and I totally understand that. But you know, when you find something good, it's good, and I'm willing to wait. I gotta call my kitty. No! I hear him. I hear him. This is a great moment. He's way in the distance, but I hear him. Or it could be a rooster, because, you know, roosters crow. I don't know. Roosters should crow in the morning, and they shouldn't crow during the day when the sun's already up. They're supposed to crow when the sun comes up. Stupid roosters, man! What's up? What's up with a rooster that crows at 9 o'clock in the morning? What's up with that? Stupid rooster. Anyways, I think I hear my kitten. Meow! Wow! Wow! Mr. Mitten, come on, we're walking. See, I'm at a crossroads here, and I don't know what way to go because it'll take me either farther away from my kitty or closer to my kitty. So I think I'll stand here and try to get him to come to me a little bit. No! Meow! I hear him. Oh, I think I'll go this way. I'm so happy. It's very faint right now. He's a quarter mile away from me at least. But we're getting there. We call each other and we find each other. That's how it works. And he's been out all night. I know he's going to want some loving. This is going to be a great moment. Mr. Mitten! Meow! Wow! Meow! Wow! Meow! God, I hear him. He's louder now. He's getting closer. This trail is going to lead me up to private property, actually. But Mr. Mittens can't read, so I think he's the other way. Huh. He's getting close, though. Come on, buddy! This is a great day, a great moment in my day to have found my kitten. I know it's him. I hear him. It's his voice. And we've once again found each other. He's been lost before. I've had to be out here at 3 o'clock in the morning, but not this deep in the woods. Meow! Where's that buddy at? There he is! Where is that boy? There he is! Look! Look! Come on, buddy! It's the first time I've seen him since last night, and you're going to get to see it with us. Hi, buddy! There he is! What are you doing? What he is doing? Isn't he cute? Sitting in the middle of those trees. Yeah! Come on, buddy! We're going to go eat some biscuits and gravy. My day's complete. Actually, that's all I wanted to accomplish my whole day. And, well, there he is. So, this is a great day. Out in the woods. Come on, buddy. I know I've got him as soon as he passes me. And he will. He'll run past me. Come on, buddy. He's been out all night. Such a big boy. Big, big boy. So, I'm kind of a survivalist. I could live out here in the woods. It's all damp. But I could build a fire out of this. If I needed to survive, I could survive out here. Even though this is close to home, it's close to town. But if it was 50 miles out in the wilderness, I can make a living out here. Because I have some skills, thanks to the lessons I've learned. I'm wearing a backpack. The only thing in my backpack is survival gear, you know, some sweaters, a magnesium flint stick. I always carry a lighter because I smoke. Lighter is a lot easier than magnesium flint stick, but when you need it, I've used the magnesium flint stick and it has worked. It's a survival tool. And, you know, I never walk out in the woods without it. Ever. Prefer to carry a lighter, but sometimes lighters fail. Magnesium flint stick does not fail. You just have to know how to use it. Now, I'm waiting for my kitty. This is a trail we're accustomed to because we've collected wood off this trail. This is an eighth of a mile from home. And we know this trail well. But the kitty's climbing a tree, and so I'm waiting for him. And I'm going to call him, and he'll come. But he's probably hunting a bird, so he'll ignore me. Meow! Come on, Mr. Mitten! It doesn't really matter because I already found him, and we're so close to the van that now he knows where he's at. I wonder what kind of a night he had. You know, what was he doing all night? Was he calling for me and I wasn't there to call him back? Or what? Because when I was walking the woods this morning, we were 3/4 of a mile away from the van or something, and when I was calling him, he was calling me, and he ran to get to me. So he missed us. He missed you, and he missed me, and he missed being inside, and he missed eating, probably, unless he ate something. I don't know. He kills stuff. He's a kitty. But it was a great reunion, and you saw it right here on video. It was like the biggest thing that happened to me today. I prayed for it, and we got to watch it together. It was a big deal. But right now, I left him back there climbing on a tree, and he's not coming. So I think he's probably hunting a birdie or something. Come on, man! No! Oh, there he is. He's calling. I call him, he calls me, and that's how it works. He's well trained. I spent days and days and days and months training him to not get lost, to always walk by my side, and we know how to call each other. We know what we're saying, and it's just a beautiful thing, man. This is a beautiful relationship me and this kitty have, and we're waiting for him to come around the corner because he was just calling me, so he wants to come. Meow! Where's that boy? He knows where we're at, and I could just go to the van, and, you know, I'm really close to the van, actually, right now, and he would come up, but my whole day is just getting this kitty. So I'm waiting, I'm being patient, and there's some dry wood right there. Meow! See how that's standing? That's, I can knock that down, and that's a good burnable piece. See, it's dead. Homeless guy's always looking. Always looking. All this stuff's green. But that one right there, yeah, that's not going to last very long because I'm going to burn it. But it's like 50 degrees outside right now, and I'm not looking for firewood. I'm just looking to enjoy life. Because I love life. There are nights when I don't love life. There are nights when I call the cops on myself because I hate life. And, no! Those nights are terrible. Because I'm all alone, and it's the holidays, and there's some Mitten. But, yeah, life sucks a lot of the time for a homeless guy. Remember this one? Turns out that, you know, that's not as good of a piece of firewood as I thought, because it's in the ground. The only reason this is leaning is because this big log fell on it. But I can't get this out. Too much work. You don't want to expend more energy than you're going to get out of it. So me and Mr. Mittens, we're kind of moseying back. We're not in a hurry. He's not in a hurry, I guess, obviously. He's looking at everything. But I'm heading back. Yeah, there are so many birds out here. You know, actually, if a guy had a BB gun, and I do, but it's in storage, I could live off the little birds out here if I had to. You know, food's food. And birds are good eating. Every bird is good eating. There's not a poisonous one out there. I love birds. I hate killing them. But if I had to, I could eat them. I mean, I have. When I was a kid, I was eating birds I killed. When I was 4 years old, I had a BB gun. But nowadays, I'm not really liking to kill things. I think everything has a right to live. And even fetuses. Very anti-abortion. I am. But I know that there's two different sides of the fence on that, but that's the side I'm on. There he is. There's the mitten. Okay, show us how to get home, buddy. He knows this trail. Anyway, so when Mittens kills a bird, I don't feel like killing a bird because I love him. But when he does kill a bird, and I've got documents on the phone of 2 of them he killed while it was snowy and 10 degrees outside. But it's great when the kitty kills a bird because he's doing his thing. Now, look at this. This is where I stashed my wood last night. Now, some of that particle board has gotten wet, but the majority of it is under that black plastic, and it's staying dry, and I'll be burning that tonight. Note to myself in the future, if I had cut those down to like 20 inches, they would all be protected. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, man. I was in the dumpster getting those. I'm not stealing them. I was given permission to take anything out of that trash dumpster I wanted, and I took a lot. I should have taken more, but if I took more, I would have made a bigger mistake because I just now learned that that piece of black plastic that I had, which was the garbage bag, and I split the seams on it, and the biggest thing it'll cover is like 20-inch pieces. And if I would have knew that, I would have cut them all back to 20-inch pieces. I would have had twice as much stacked right there. But so I'm glad I didn't take more, because when particle board and MDF gets wet, it's a sponge, and it is no longer viable for anything. So anyways, it'll dry out and it'll burn, but here's my Mr. Mittens biscuits and gravy. It's strange that it's closed. The wind must have blew it, but that's his. Biscuits and gravy for the mitten. I'll get back to you. This is Homeless Guy having a great Sunday. It's a great day to be alive. So, I got my kitty. Yay! The whole rest of the day can go to shit. I don't even care. But I got my kitten. See him? He's so happy to see me. He's been out for hours. I mean, like 12 hours or more. Excuse me. Yeah, I got a little cough. This homeless guy lifestyle is actually taking a toll on my health. I don't know if I'm getting healthier because of it or if I'm actually getting sick. But I feel like I'm kind of getting pneumonia. But I'll work through that. That's no big deal. Yeah, I'll be fine. Now my kitten is leading the way back. Can you see him? Follow the tail. Just follow the tail. Oh, well, I'm not going that way. I'll go this way, and he'll catch up. Sometimes he finds a way through the brush that's actually a quicker way, but for a kitty, quicker way, but not for a human, because it's like a rabbit trail. I see bunnies down here all the time, right around dusk, and they're out in the boat landing parking lot. But, meow! Meow! See, he's calling me because he got lost. And I love that about this kitty. He's so well trained that when he doesn't know where he's at, he calls me. And then I call him back. I go, meow! And he'll come running through the trail right there. There he is. See him? Such a good kitty. What a great kitty. And he's got biscuits and gravy waiting for him. And he's been out all night. I know he's hungry. Oh, unless he ate a bird or a mole or something, because he's a really good hunter. He could probably live out here. It's just that I'm selfish and I don't want to be alone. But other than that, yeah, he could do this all by himself. He doesn't need me as much as he thinks. It's training by trickery. He thinks he needs me, but he really doesn't. He's a great kitty. He just turned 15 months old on the 20th. I think it's the 21st today, 22nd. So he's just over 15 months. Oh, he's going to go hunting again. Well, the homeless guy is going to get back to his van. See how we're just walking the trail, forget about the kitty, he'll come. You know what happened today? I'm walking out here in the woods, and I stumbled upon a deer bedding down, a 3-point. I was 5 feet away from him. He jumped up, scared the shit out of me, man. But beautiful deer. Not that big, but had a definite 3-point rack on him. I'm kind of wondering where his mares are, or what do you call them, does? Because you know that's what they're looking for right now, is their lady friends. We all are. It's wintertime. When it's cold, everybody's looking for somebody to cuddle with. The deer, the humans, everybody. My lady friend seems to be backing down a little bit because she thinks I'm going too fast. But I need cuddles. So when she says gotta go slow, I don't care if it takes till next year. I'm going slow. She's neat, and I really like her. And I'm not going to run her off just because I need sex or because I need a cuddle. I do. But imagine how much better it's going to be if I wait, like she wants to wait. And, you know, I'm in a position where she's the boss, and I'll go slow if she wants me to go. I'll act like I don't even exist for now until she warms up. All she needs is a couple good days in a row. But I'm looking I'm looking forward to date 4. We've had date 3 already, and date 4 won't go much different, except she's going to buy this time dinner. But I know she doesn't want to get that close that quick, so my expectations are low. You know, I don't expect anything from her. I know she's just gone through a divorce. I know she's having a hard time. And I know she feels vulnerable right now. And I'm not going to encroach on her space and need too much too quick. It's just neat having a friend. So, that said, back to our journey. What a beautiful day. See how the sun lights the path? Some days you don't know where the path is because it kind of all looks the same here. It's just briars and stuff, but on a beautiful morning like today, man, it's just a stroll in the woods. It's no big deal. It's a piece of cake. It's right in here somewhere where I scared that deer out. He was down in the hollow there. Probably could go find his bedding spot, but I'm not going to do that. Really surprised that I was able to sneak up on him without even knowing. But see, the leaves aren't crunchy right now, and I was being really quiet, listening for my kitty. And you know what? I should be a hunter because I'm so quiet in the woods. But actually, it's really lucky when you get that close to wildlife. And my lady friend, she got a buck this year. Nice little 4-point, actually. And I'm so proud because, you know, women, they don't hunt often. And I know men this year that haven't got a buck and haven't got anything. But she got one, and I'm proud. Man, I'm proud of her. Anyways, see my mittens? Come on, buddy. Keep going. He knows the trail as well as I do. And, but he's being slow. He wants me to pick him up and pet him because he's been out all night. But I've got a phone in one hand, and I don't have an extra hand to actually pet him with right now, so bonk. See that? Head height. And I bonked my head into that because I'm not looking. It's not burnable. It's green. But yet I still was watching the trail and watching the phone and bonked my head into that. No big deal. As you can see, I'm still alive. Did you see the mittens? He's so cute. Running ahead of me. He knows where we're going now. You know where we're going, don't you, Mr. Mittens? Come on, buddy. So you got to see the reunion of the homeless guy living in the minivan and the Mr. Mittens that's been lost all night. All night. And how we found each other? By calling meow all the time, and then we met closer and closer, and he can run faster than I can run, so actually he made the distance up once we found each other. It was a great thing, and that makes for a great day for a homeless guy. He knows where we're at now. Now I'll never lose him again. And he has biscuits and gravy waiting for him. He doesn't even know it yet. But every morning that I eat biscuits and gravy, I leave it up on the dash, the rest of it for him. And he'll lap it up. Nice little bit of sausage gravy. I eat the biscuits. One day I left bacon in there with it, because I figured out you can get bacon or sausage with your biscuits and gravy. I just figured that out. And the first day, I left 3 pieces of bacon in there, figuring, because he used to eat bacon cheeseburgers with me every morning on the weekends. And anyways, he lapped up all the gravy that I left him in the sausage that's in the gravy, and left the damn bacon. I'm like, well, if you weren't going to eat it, I would eat it, but I left it for him. And so I eat the meat nowadays. He just eats the gravy. Mitten kitten. So, yeah, we're back on our old trail. We know this route really well. So I know he's not going to be lost. I collect wood from here, actually. And I could have collected wood today when we were way out there in the woods, because there's a lot of stuff. And make no mistake about it, homeless guy is always on the lookout for wood. See, there's some right there, hanging in the tree. But it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Don't need it yet. And when I'm out a mile in the woods looking for my kitty, I'm not looking for wood. I see it. I know where it's at. I notice it. But when I'm looking for my kitty, I'm looking for my kitty. I'm not collecting wood. And that's just how that goes. But I cannot believe he's been out here for over 12 hours. And he's spry and as healthy as can be. Doesn't even care. Kitty out in the woods at night with the eyes they have. Yeah. I wish I was a kitty. Kind of a cross between a kitty and a squirrel would be awesome. But yeah, I'm kind of liking being a cat. You know, they got that fur coat on so that they never have to take off. They never have to be cold. They're perfect. They're awesome. They can climb a tree in a split second and get away from a dog. I worry about the predators out here, the big eagles. There's golden eagles, there's bald eagles, there's owls. There's owls 5 times bigger than him. That would be a lunch. And so I worry about that kind of stuff. But actually right now, I'm not worried about it because he's still kicking. My mittens is kicking. And it's a good day. Wood hanging right there. Sitting in that tree just waiting to be burned. If I had a spare hand right now, I would grab that. But I don't. I'm holding the phone. So this is a great Sunday morning. And this is one day in the life of home. So my kitty ran up. He recognizes the box that I get my biscuits and gravy in. And he knows he gets some every morning. So this is the first time that I know of that he's ate in about 12 hours. Unless he killed something last night, because he's been missing, right? But we're all together now, and everything's fine. It's a beautiful day, except for the wind. It's kind of chilly, but I'll bet it's 50 degrees or so out here, and I don't have anything to do today except watch my kitty play. I don't have to go to town. I don't have to work. Today is a good day. I'll get back to you. This is homeless guy living in a minivan. Homeless guy here. You know, I completed my mission this morning and I found my kitty. And I got some hugs and pets and purrs out of him because we love our reunion. But he's out hunting again. Seems to like the kibbles more than the biscuits and gravy, but he ate some of both. And look, I'm just here to tell you that you know what? I hate this life. I hate it. I hate this life. I'm bored. I'm alone. My ass is wet because of sitting on logs, and it's close to the Christmas day, and I'm not really having a good time. My quote girlfriend unquote seems to think I'm going too fast and is kind of backing down. I told her, go slow. Just take it easy. It's no big deal. Because a slow girlfriend is better than no girlfriend. And I think that going slow is going to make a better relationship in the long run. But I might have already scared her off, and we've only had date 3. And you know why homeless guy doesn't have a gun? It's not that I'm afraid of guns. I love guns. Don't get me wrong. I grew up with them. Had my first gun when I was 4. Uh, the reason homeless guy doesn't have guns now is because I wouldn't even be here talking to you. And that's one of these mornings. I would not be safe if I had a gun. Because I think everything's falling apart around me. And that just may be me. I mean, I found my kitten. I've had my coffee. I've had my breakfast. Everything's going good. It's a beautiful day. But it's the holiday season that kills me. My family's dead. And, well, except for my brother, who is also homeless, living in Oak Ridge. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Um, but I'm really emotional. I don't have somebody that I can hug and hold on to. And this time of year really sucks for me. It's really odd that on the years that end in 3, like 73, 83, 93, 2003, 2013, they're bad years. It's a cycle. In 73, my parents were killed in a car accident. I was there. I was in a coma for 9 days. My brother showed the paramedics the ditch I was laying in, coming back from opening weekend of deer season, when they ran into a double-decker Greyhound bus. And they put me in an oxygen tent. I was dead. but I lived. I remember floating through the halls as a spirit. Um, in '83, 10 years later, around this time of year, I waited for 10 minutes for the traffic to clear on Highway 199 in Grants Pass, and I crossed the road. And I got T-boned in my pickup by a little car. The Zimmermans were going to a church function for Christmas at the top of the hill. They didn't make it. I killed somebody. I'm not having a great life. In 2003, I don't know what happened. Maybe my girlfriend left me or something. But 2013, my girlfriend left me, kills me, and I get a new girlfriend that's kind of backing down. So the 3 years, every year that ends on a 3 is a bad year for me. I can look forward to it. I can predict it for 2023. I can fucking predict it. I know something bad's going to happen. I'm trying to make this year the best year of my life with my new girlfriend. And she's so cute and cuddly a bit. And she's nice and she's proper. But I think she's backing down. So that means that in 2013, I'm losing 2 girlfriends. If she's not going to get on board with this, she wants me to go slow. I'm trying to go slow. I don't know how much slower I can go, actually. I'm sad. I'm doing everything I can do. This is homeless guy. Maybe don't got a girlfriend no more. I'll get back to you. Hi, homeless guy here. It's dark. I decided to go into town today and do my laundry, and which gave me an opportunity to see my girlfriend, because she met me on a street corner. Kind of surprised me, but there she was, walking around, and I almost passed her by because she looks like just anybody else, walking around with their computer in their hand. And I looked up and go, wow, hi. It was great. Spent some time drinking coffee and hot water at McDonald's, and you know what? I'm having a really hard time keeping my hands off of her. And I think she feels the same way. In fact, I know she does. But she's living by these morals that she has, and I'm not blaming her for that. But it's kind of hard on both of us. And I'm afraid that no matter what I do, I'm going to make the wrong move, and she's going to leave and never see me again. So I'm really scared, because this woman is a once-in-a-lifetime find, and I don't want to lose her. But I don't think I've crossed that line yet, And I think we're okay, but I'm always worried. I'm collecting some firewood from this stash that we made last night, because I'm going to have a little fire and a little fire before bed, you know. Anyways, I got started on this video because I'm walking around out in the woods, and I wanted to touch bases with you, and I want to do that every chance I get. But I'm actually kind of having an issue here because, well, I've got to carry firewood. I have to collect firewood, you know, from my stash. It's not like a hard thing. There's a whole bunch of it right here. But so I've got one hand, and I can't carry firewood back and make this documentary at the same time. I'm doing the best I can, but I'm actually going to have to cut this short so that I can get this wood back. It's not even cold tonight. God, it's probably 49 degrees out here right now. Not even an issue for homeless guy. And but you know, fire just makes you feel good. It makes you smell like smoke, makes you smell like a homeless guy. But I do the best I can to stay out of the smoke and not smell like a homeless guy, because us homeless folks are ashamed of being homeless. And everybody judges you because you're homeless. And not in a good way. They don't understand what I'm doing out here. What I'm doing out here is saving money to rent a place. My girlfriend knows that and does not judge me. But people in everyday life, they judge me. And that's just not right. They talk bad about you behind your back. They're real nice to your face, but they talk bad about you behind your back. And that's just not right. On behalf of all the homeless people in America, American citizens, many who have served our country during war, please treat us like equals. We're human. We're human, just like all the rest of you. Sitting at home watching your TV in your comfort, and your heat comes out of your fireplace or out of your wall or wherever it comes from. I have nothing like that. And neither do these people that sleep on the sidewalks, man. Their sleeping bags are wet, and we judge them. Do not judge us. Please treat us like equals. So as soon as I get this fire going, I'll get back to you. This is a homeless guy living in a minivan. Bye. Homeless guy here. We're going to have another quick by the fireside chat. The reason it's not fireside chats is because I think that's already taken. But I got a nice little fire here. All this wood was given to me from junk at the plant that I work at, out of the dumpster. And well, me and my girlfriend are chatting tonight. I know it's always about the girlfriend, but it's the biggest thing I got going on in my life. The thing is, I have tomorrow $1,000 in the bank. I can start looking for a place to stay, and this series will be over, because this is over when I get a place. You know, it'll be a move-in last special. But damn, she is so absorbed in being moral and not wanting to be touched. Okay. Homeless guy living in a minivan. Having a really hard day. I hate these holiday seasons. I hate them. And last night I screwed up big time. I texted my new girlfriend, and I told her I loved her. Now, those are really strong words, and I know what they mean, but she's not ready for that. So today I got the proverbial, I need a little time to think about this card played on me. And she works at the bank, and I went in there to cash my check today. And my balance was over $1,000. So this homeless thing is working. So I don't have an issue with that. What I have an issue with was my lady friend works at the bank. She's so cute. She's got her little reindeer thing on for Christmas, and she smiles so pretty, and she's just such a great person. I told her I was sorry for being so forward this early in the relationship. She says, just give me some time. And it's December 23rd. I don't know what to do. Her last text to me was while I was working. I checked it after work. And it was, I just need some time, something to the effect of, don't text or call, please. And I don't know how much time she needs. And I've grown really accustomed to her company. I like feeling wanted by someone. I really enjoy her company, and just holding her hand makes me aroused. And I'm certain that it does the same thing for her. But she's being very reserved. And she is a church-going lady, after all. And she was married for 25 years to a pastor. All of which these things don't bode well for me. It's fine, though. I can be happy just holding her hand and walking around town, and I just like being in her company. But now she's, I need some time. Oh, God. What the hell does that mean? Anyway, what does that mean? I don't get it. I don't understand women. I'm not going to act like I do. I do know how to please them. I've learned that. It took me like the first 38 years of my life to figure out how to please a woman. But that's not where we're at yet. It will be a great time when we finally get around to it. But I'm not in no hurry for that. I mean, I kind of am, of course. But I'm willing to wait for that. I'm just not willing to wait to know if we actually still have a relationship. I don't know what to do here. Homeless guy is at a loss. And Christmas is right around the corner. Big deal. I've hated Christmas for most of my life. Since my parents were killed in '73. Nothing's ever been the same. Nothing. And my whole life has been a fucking bust. I am not mentally retarded. I have an IQ of 114 when I'm drunk. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But 115, 1 point more, would have put me up another scale. But I feel like I'm retarded because I got such a late start in life on everything, because I was in a coma for 9 days when my parents were killed. And I had to relearn how to walk. I had to relearn how to talk. I had special tutors. I was in the hospital for almost ever. And until I could walk a straight line, they wouldn't let me out of the hospital. I had near-death experiences in the hospital. I was floating by the roof. And so I know there's something beyond what we can see, and that is God. It's in God's realm. There is so much out here that we can't see with our human eyes. And so I talk to God a lot. I don't go to church. This is my church. But I think I should start, because it's fine talking to God and praying and all that. Don't be self-centered about it. And it's okay to do that, because God's everywhere, and we all know that. But the thing is, God says, where two or more are gathered, I shall be there also. That's where the power is. But yet, I haven't gone to church since the 90s, you know. It's a hard thing to do, to commit yourself to going somewhere and being sociable and, you know, acting like life actually matters, because today is the worst day that I've had since me and the lady friend started texting. I've been full of life. I felt good. I got a pitter-patter in my heart. But today, I had the rug pulled out from underneath my feet, and it's not in some kind of magic carpet ride. I'm on the ground, man. I'm not riding high. I'm on the ground. It's 2 days before Christmas, and I know a lot of people have a hard time during this time of year, especially homeless folks. But I am man, I don't even know how to explain it. And I'm not going to say those words on camera that I told her last night, because she'll watch this eventually, and she's already scared to death. She's so scared she's running for the hills. She doesn't know how to feel either, or what to do, but she feels vulnerable and threatened, maybe, even though there's no threat here. I don't want to ruin her life. That's not what I'm here for. I think that we can make each other's life better and quit being alone, but that's not happening right now. She told me not to text her or call, please. She needed some time, and I already screwed that up. So I sent her a 2 or 3 page text telling her that I was sorry, but I wasn't sorry. I meant what I said. I'm just sorry I said it at this point in our relationship. And so there goes that. You know, I mean, she wants time without contact, then I probably shouldn't contact her, and the time will go by quicker. But I already screwed that up, and I'll probably do it again later, because I'm accustomed to her company already. And she's very special. She's unique also, very unique, but she's a special person. I've never met anybody in my life like her. I just feel like we're meant to be together. Her smile lights up my life. It lights the whole world. You should have seen her today. I know it wasn't easy for her to see me after texting me to give her some time, but yet there I am at the bank because I have to cash my check, right? And so I wait for her line to get empty, and she's perfectly smiley, and honest to God, what she told me was, it's okay, just give it some time. So that's hopeful, but not real great for homeless guy, because now I'm homeless guy, maybe without a girlfriend. And you know what? That girlfriend part changed my whole life. It gave me a reason to look towards the future. It gave me a reason to actually hope that this homeless guy thing is going to work. Because I'm not doing this for fun, folks. I'm doing this to save money and to get a place. And it's working. And I have hope because of her. Now, I maybe don't have her. And I think this weekend, so to speak, is going to suck. Because I worked Monday, today's Monday. I have Christmas Eve and Christmas off. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. And I go back to work Thursday and Friday. So it's like a whole long vacation weekend kind of thing. And I'm going to probably fucking kill myself by drinking. Because I can't stand being alone. And this is the worst time of year for me. My parents died October 6th, 1973. And I haven't had a good holiday season since. People have tried to make it good for me. I mean, we've always eaten. When I grew up, I wasn't in need of presents. I had plenty. But it's not the same without my mommy and my daddy. And I always call them mommy and daddy because they died when I was 8 years old. And that's where I was then. They've never been mom and dad. They've never been mother and father. They're always mommy and daddy. And I go visit them. They've got a really nice place up there on Vernon Hill, Mount Vernon, under a tree. Their neighbors are really quiet. Seems like nobody gets out much up there. But I go lay on their headstone every year on October 6th. I actually have had a special person carve me a letterboxing stamp and plant it up there with me in their memory. And it's the Mount Vernon butterfly. And that's a special hobby. You ought to check it out. Anyways, it's still kind of light out here, but not really. I'm sure the camera's not picking nothing up except my voice. When I came down here earlier, there was somebody down here parked, so I didn't pull up in my regular spot by the fire pit. I just parked and acted like I was a normal person instead of a homeless guy. But I passed this junk that somebody's left overnight or today, a bunch of garbage. Well, it's my job to pick this crap up. And who is littering? That's what I want to know. Well, the wood's going to get burned. I don't know what that is. That looks like a little vacuum or something, but I have no use for it. But this wood I can burn. I'll do what I can to clean this place up. I told the cops I would. And, well, that's my job. It keeps me busy. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good for the community. And I have to keep it up just because that's who I am. Now, I'm going to let you go because actually what I think I need to do is walk into the woods there and find me a log to sit on. Because homeless guy doesn't have indoor plumbing or running water or electricity. My bathroom is out in the woods there. Yay. Love it. You know, it sucks, but once I get my business done, I I feel much better anyways. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I would prefer to have a hole in the ground and a 2x4 across a couple trees, because that's how I camp. But at this point, I've got a log out there, and that's what I use. I hope you folks have a great Christmas, and stay tucked in. This is Homeless Guy. I'll get back to you. Okay. So it's literally pouring out here right now. I'm sorry about the video malfunctions. My phone only holds so much memory. And then I don't know when it's going to stop. It just stops. So if this ever turns into something, I guess they can edit this together, but I don't know how to do that. Look at that fire. That's going pretty well. But I'm not going out there in the pouring rain to enjoy it. So that's just me burning up wood because I'm a homeless guy and I got wood. And my kitty's out there in the woods somewhere lost and wet, and he's going to want to crawl into bed wet. He will come back. He'll meow at the door. But pretty much man, I'm sorry for rehashing this whole thing, but I pretty much feel like killing myself right now. I'm done. I'm a homeless guy living in a minivan. I used to have a life, man, where I worked. I would wake up every morning, go to work, come home, do that 14 times, and then get a paycheck, or 10 times, and turn the paycheck over to the little lady who is supposed to pay all the bills, and then she doesn't, so then I'm screwed. And then she gets a job, and I think, oh wow, everything's going to be better, because I don't care if she's making minimum wage working 20 hours a week, it's going to help. Right? And then the very same day she gets a job, she says, oh, I'm out of here. Well, that was a bad day. Now, I paid all my money to get everything caught up. The rent was 2 weeks behind. Religiously, 2 weeks behind. Every month, I got that caught up. I don't know why it was too far behind, because I made plenty of money to pay for it. The DirecTV sucked. We were $300, $400, $500 in the hole on that. Where's all that money going? I don't know. I guess she was banking it. And so anyways, I paid thousands to get everything caught up, and my landlord still kicked me out. Give me a 60-day notice, though. That's a good notice. 60 days is good, no matter where you come from. And me and the ex-girlfriend cleaned the whole place up. It was awesome. And kind of fell back in love with each other during it. But then once it was gone, once we were done, we got our whole deposit back. It's unheard of. We busted our asses, and we cleaned that place up, and we got our whole deposit back, and he didn't prorate the rent for the extra 12 days in October. Really did him a service. But then my ex-girlfriend cut me off. We made love twice during the last week that we were there. And we were falling in love again. But as soon as that place was cleaned up on October 12th, all she wanted from me was money. And to be autonomous. And she made me look that up. I know what autonomous means. And it sucks. And I've been homeless ever since. I've just recently got me a lady friend, a really, really good person. Somebody that I never even knew existed, man. This person is she's sweet, she's cuddly, I bet. Um, she's perfect. And that's hard to say about somebody. It's just that I've never met anybody like her before. And I'm not good at dating. And last night I screwed up. I told her I loved her. And we've only been seeing each other for a couple weeks. And that's too quick for her. And now she's on the give me some time card. And that's a bummer, man, because it's December 23rd. And I'm going to be all alone this weekend. Well, it's not a weekend, it's only Monday. But I got 2 days off. I got December 24th, December 25th off, which is in the middle of the week this year. And I'm supposed to have no contact with her because she asked me to please don't text me, please don't call me. I need some time. Today, if I had a gun, you know, I would kill myself because I hate my life. I've hated my life since 1973. Many of you folks weren't even born then. Don't think I haven't paid my dues. I have $1,000 in the bank, and I'm making this work. But make no mistake about it, this life sucks. This life sucks. And I'm sorry for bringing you in on this on Christmas Eve, but this is who I am, and this is where I am. I'm dying here. I'm actually physically not feeling well, and now my hopes have been dashed for the future with my girlfriend, and makes it really hard to keep trying to go on. Makes it really hard. I'm down here at West Crossroads boat landing, and if anybody wants to stop by and say hi to me, then I would like that. I got good fire. I'm not going to kill myself tonight. I do not have the means. But if I could, and if I knew the future of me and my girlfriend, I would. Or maybe I wouldn't if the future is good. But I don't know what the future holds. I do not have crystal balls. I got balls, though. I was down here yesterday, and these rednecks borrowed $10 from me a couple weeks ago. They came down to check on me again last night, and wanted to borrow $5 more. And I said, you know what? You already owe me $10. Why am I going to load you $5 more? Because they got to go pick their girlfriend up at the hospital where they work. And so I picked the biggest one out of the three rednecks that were enjoying my fire. and pretty much punched him in the chest, and I said, "Hey, so we're going right now." You know, I mean, he's half my age. All three of these guys are half my age. And I picked the biggest one, and I punched him in the chest, and I said, "You know what, motherfucker? You already owe me $10, and you're asking me for $5 more bucks? I'm a homeless guy, and you're asking me for money?" And well, guess what they did? They done got in their Jeep and got the hell out of here. That's what the little short guy does, is he picks on the biggest guy. And if they back down, if the biggest guy in the crowd backs down, they're all going to back down. I've lived my whole life like this. And I've gotten my face broke. I've gotten my ass beat a lot of times. But when they want to go, you got to go. And I'm not proud of it. But that's how life goes. You know, you gotta pick your battles, and when I pick them, I pick the biggest guy, and I'm the squirreliest one of the bunch. I'm not gonna go for free. I'll get my ass beat, I guarantee it. But somebody's gonna get hurt along the way. And that's how I've lived my whole life. This fucking life sucks. Oh, God, I said fucking again. God, I said fucking again. Oh, God, I said fucking again. Go back. I'm sorry. This is Jesus' birthday. And, I'm sorry, Lord. I love you. Please forgive me for my sins. I'm sorry for them. And please bless Joyce Blessy. And please bless me. I love you, Father. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay. Well, the visit to my log went very well. I suspect later, though, I'll have to visit again because I don't eat very well, actually. A lot of McDonald's and food from the store. Today I had a cup of soup, which was probably the best meal I've eaten in a week. And so, homeless guy is not very regular. And I've actually soiled myself twice since I've been on this homeless experience, because you just can't make it to the gas station quick enough, or you got to crawl around in the snow to change your tire, and your lug nuts are frozen, and you do the best you can to get them damn things off, but they're frozen on there. They're so fucking cold that they stick to my fingers. Pardon the language. That's not very Christmas Eve language, is it? Yeah, that'll make you poop your pants. And crawling around in -4 degrees temperature and the snow that's been on the ground for 4 days, and damn flat tire because of who knows why. I guess the weather has something to do with tire wear or whatever, but Les Schwabe took care of me real well. And asked no questions, brand new tire, and because it was only a couple months old, it still had the whiskers on it, and they couldn't do nothing except give me a free one because I have a warranty, and they took such good care of me. I will probably continue shopping at Les Schwab. I've had a bad experience with them once, but I've had many good experiences. with them, and you know, they regained my trust. But anyways, yeah, the pooping log was great. Now I'm gonna park my van in my normal spot and probably build a fire, and we'll have a by the fireside chat tonight. And I'm sorry that I keep rehashing the same old things ever since I met my girlfriend, my lady friend. That's kind of all we talk about. But maybe we're going to talk about not having a girlfriend now, because this is a homeless guy living in a minivan, not sure if he has a girlfriend. But I got a kitty, and I'm going to have a fire, and I've got 2 days off. Homeless guy just hopes he can make it till Thursday and without killing himself. You know, there's a really, really good reason I don't own a gun. And that reason is I'm smart enough to know that if I had a gun, I wouldn't even be here right now. I know that for a fact. That's the God's honest truth. I'm done killing stuff. I've killed everything there is to kill in life. And I don't really need to kill anything anymore. There's only one reason for a homeless guy to have a gun, and that's because I'm still walking, and some days I don't want to. And so I know that, and that's why a homeless guy does not own a gun. I'll get back to you. Well, homeless guy here. Kind of iffy whether I wanted to build a fire tonight or not, because it's spitting on me a little bit, just a little bit. But, you know, I got tonight, and I've got Christmas Eve, and I've got Christmas. And, well, it's just not a weekend without a fire. So, meow! Meow! So I'm having a fire. If I get too wet, I guess I can always crawl in. That I wish I could find my Uper hat. That would help a lot. Meow! Kitty thinks we're going for a walk, but it's dark. I'm not going for a walk. So there's the start of my fire. I kind of rushed it today. Didn't feel like putting a lot of time into the prep. I just kind of split some 2x4s down, and I got paper junk in the van that I use for starter and a lighter. Yeah, no rubbing sticks together tonight, man. Talk about laziness, that's me. I'm not going to rub sticks together. That's why I smoke, so I can have a lighter. Magnesium flint stick is wonderful. A lot easier than rubbing sticks together, but, you know, buy a lighter. They're cheap. So it looks like this is going to work. And in a while I'll throw some bigger stuff on it, like that particle board stickers I got over there. They're really wonderful. They turn into a big old cherry, and you can burn anything after you burn a couple of those because it's hot. I find myself moving my chair back and back because they're so hot. But and they light. You could light that with a match. It's been dry. It's been inside since they were made, whenever that was. But however, they will soak up moisture. Now I have this stuff stored in the woods, and some of these pieces are 48 inches long, and my covering is only like 20 inches wide by, you know, maybe 40 inches. So the ends of them stick out. But I'm keeping the majority of it dry, and they'll burn in half. And once you get these things going, I don't care if they're wet or not, they'll burn. And I have some real wood 2x4s over there, stickers. They're You know, probably Douglas fir or something. But they split up for kindling real easy. If you cut them on a chop saw down to about 20 inches, they split good. If you leave them 48 inches, it's really hard to kind of get a straight grain and split a 48-inch piece. But you cut them down to like 20 inches, and you're putting out half the work to make kindling. So that's my advice. There's tip number 1 for the night. I hate the fact that my girlfriend isn't going to contact me. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Even though I've explained to her, hey, aren't people allowed to make mistakes and learn from their mistakes? If we can't learn from our mistakes, then we cease to be human. We cease to learn. And so I texted her that tonight. The problem is that she asked me not to text her or call her for a few days. So I already broke that rule. This is a fireside chat. Oh, I'm sorry. By the fireside chat. Because I think fireside chats is already taken. Relatively certain of that. Something I wanted to touch on tonight is I'm not feeling really healthy. I've got an accumulation of the stuff in my lungs from from the lifestyle that I live, living in a van, collects condensation, and I really don't have no cure for that. But what I think is that I have a fever right now. That's what I think. And I think I'm getting pneumonia because my lungs are so plugged up that at times I can hardly breathe. When I go for a walk out in the woods nowadays, thank God my firewood is only like 70 steps, but I used to walk to Mr. Minton's on the quarter-mile route, kind of a circle that we take, and I can't do that no more. I'm dying for breath. And I'm sure that there's a whole bunch of people that don't even give a shit about that. Oh, pardon my language, this close to Christmas. So, anyways, yeah, homeless guy's kind of suffering out here, actually. It's not cold. It's probably 42 degrees or something right now. But when you have to go sleep in an enclosed space like that minivan, your breath makes enough moisture to kill you. On the freezing days, it sticks to the windows, turns into ice. It's not so bad that way. But on the days it's not actually freezing, man, it hits me hard. My lungs are killing me right now. But the show must go on. And I must continue my mission. It's working. I've already explained that to you. But don't ever think that this is easy. This is maybe even a bad decision on my part to be out here. Because this could kill me. I don't have to put a gun up to my head. This could kill me. And you know what? I'm not really willing to go yet, but there's not a whole lot you can do to prevent yourself from dying from pneumonia when you're living in these conditions. I have a doctor, but I don't see doctors because I'm a man, you know. Oh, I don't need to see a doctor. But and my insurance is good, not great, but it's good. And I probably should go have an appointment. But, I mean, I can't change nothing. I can't change the way I am. I can't change the way I'm living right now. And so what's he going to say? You know, I mean, what the hell? Is he going to give me some antibiotics and cure me? And I'm at the end of my rope here. And I guess nobody loves me. But, wow, you know, what's new? I'm a homeless guy. Many people take compassion on the homeless, but actually there's many that could care less. I'm not asking for a handout. I don't got my sign out on a corner. I actually work. And it's been 3 months. Wow. Let me see. October 12th. Okay, November, October, November, December. So it's only been 2 months. Fuck, it seems like a long time. Longer than that. And I got my shower today. I'm nice and squeaky clean. But still hating life. The best times that I've had in my life in the last 2 months was when I got the gonads up to actually text this girl that I had her number for a month before I actually tried contacting her. And she was pleased, very pleased that I contacted her, and it made her life. It made her day. And now, since I said, I love you, she says, I need some time. Don't text me. Don't call me. I need some time. So that's a relationship ender right there, I guess. I don't know. Because I haven't dated pretty much ever in my whole life. Now, I've had some relationships where you jump right in bed and then you stay together for 7 years. But I've never dated somebody for a period of time and then all of a sudden it works out or it doesn't work out. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to do. And obviously, apparently, I've screwed up. But why can't a person have a chance to learn from his mistakes and move on without, oh, I need some time? What the hell? So this is the worst day I've had since we started texting and talking and seeing each other. And today is one of those days when I'm glad I don't have a gun. But I tell you what, folks, if I decide to off myself, I'll try to capture it on camera. I'm really getting depressed, so now maybe I should work on this fire a little bit and let you go for now. I see some things I need to do as far as keeping this fire going, and it's hard to do that and hold the camera, so I hope you're all tucked in, and I hope you have a good holiday weekend. I'm not. This is Homeless Guy. I'll see you again. Okay, Homeless Guy here. It's really raining now. I mean, it's not a terrible rain, but it's more than I'm willing to sit out in next to the fire. that fire, when it gets going, will create its own weather, but it's not going to burn this rain off. It's a little bit more than spitting right now. Quite a bit more than spitting, probably 3 or 4 times more than spitting. And I'm not going to sit out in it. So I'm sitting underneath the tailgate of my minivan, just trying to enjoy this fire from 10 feet away, because I've put a lot of wood on there, and I expect great things from that fire, but I'm not willing to go sit by it and get wet. Because if you get wet, you die. Not really. If you sweat, you die. That's what Les says. But I'm not going to back my minivan up to that and have that smoke go into my minivan, and just so that I can stay underneath this tailgate thing. And I'm not going to sit out there by it because I'm not going to get wet. So I'm sorry. Pardon me. I told you that my health is failing, and I don't know how much longer I can do this, but I am on the verge of being very sick, and I'm on the verge of not having a girlfriend, actually, too, which is going to demoralize me to the point of no return. You know what? It was almost a couple months ago that I drove my van into a pond. I didn't expect that there would be a plateau until 40 feet out there. So it starts to float, right? And then it settles to the bottom. I got water coming indoors, probably about 20 inches deep. And then I'm stuck. Then I'm stupid, and I have to call the cops, right? And then the cops call a tow truck from way the hell up north. It cost me $250 to get myself out of the drink. And what I was trying to do that day was comical. And I was trying to off myself because I hate life, okay? I had to drag rocks into the water. Well, good morning. This is Homeless Guy. It is December 24th, Christmas Eve. Praise Jesus. 30 degrees outside. It's just another day to me. Christmas Eve, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, New Year's, they all suck. And can't really help it. Really hard time of year for me. I had to go to town today. Of course, I want my coffee, you know. And Kitty was bugging me all night because he's hungry, and I didn't get him any food till I had to go to Safeway this morning because he kept saying, hungry, hungry, hungry. He's digging in everything. I had biscuits and gravy, and if he had thumbs, he would have already been into it. And I felt sorry for him because he's a cat. He requires food. And, you know, for the company I give him, that's a small price to pay. I mean, the company he gives me. I do not mind feeding him. Yeah, it doesn't hurt me at all. Because he'll cuddle up next to me at night and keep me warm. And I really enjoy him. So, you know, I came down here yesterday, and you know, I'm always picking up trash after people around here. And right over here, brand new garbage. I don't know, see all that crap? Now, that's actually not too much. Look at that, steel pipe or something. I don't know. Maybe a table leg. But there's a vacuum or something, and a bunch of wood. The wood I'll just burn. So, anyway, there's my story, and there's my kitty coming up from the boat landing. See how cute he is? He wants to play. Play, play, play. So I guess I probably should take him for a walk in the woods and let him play.